What's going on, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in to one of our specialty videos. Promised I'm going to put one of these out at least once a week. Today we're actually doing three different things. We're doing a real quick, small, impacted Q&A. I'm taking the top 4 questions that I've been asked lately and answer them for you all. And then a little fun fact thing at the end of that. Then we're going to hop on over to part 3 or 4 of the coin pusher build off. I'm not doing a whole lot to that tonight, but doing a very necessary process, and because I need your all's help at the end of this. And then we're going to come back in to another one of our top questions that I'm asked a lot, and do sort of a show and tell for you all. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. It's a specialty, something different. Hope you all like these things too. Alright guys, well, first thing I'm going to get into, I'm going to answer top 4 of the most asked questions. Again, this is not going to be a real official Q&A. I was supposed to do this at 10,000 subs, and it's now we're over 20K, and I'm a little late on doing it, so I apologize, but let's hop on right into it. The number one top thing that I'm asked on a regular basis, pretty regular, is can I have a knife? One of the knives that I went out of the coin pusher, or a lighter. Okay, so let me try to sum this up as nicely and hopefully understandable. Problem is YouTube ranges from ages of my son's age all the way up to, you know, as old as you could possibly be to be on YouTube. And thank the good Lord in heaven, I have a viewer base that is that broad. I can't verify, that's the thing, unfortunate thing about the internet, is anybody can make up an age. It's easy. When you register, you can put whatever you want. You know, I can make myself 16 again if I wanted, but a knife is a weapon. A lighter is something that you have to be in knives too, 18 or up to purchase. And there's a reason behind it, obviously. So I would feel awful if I said, yeah, sure. Someone's telling me, yeah, I'm 30 years old and, you know, I'd love to have a knife or a lighter. And I send it and it's someone my son's age. The best case scenario, a parent would catch it and say, what in the world are you doing sending this to my 7-8-year-old child? The worst case scenario is they end up stabbing themselves, getting hurt, stab somebody else, you know, with a lighter, burn down the house. Something bad could happen. And I would never be able to live with myself. So I just made a general rule just not to give those away as prizes. What I've decided, I have merchandise now, and what I want to do is maybe I'll find a way locally where I can control who buys it, sell them off, take the money to buy some of my merchandise, and do giveaways for that. So it's still a win-win for that. I'm sorry guys, I don't mean, you know, I hope you all understand the predicament that I'm in with that situation. Okay, another one, I kind of paraphrase this because I get asked different ways, but it's basically, what is my thoughts about all the other arcade channels now doing coin pusher videos now? They kind of correct that. I wasn't the godfather of coin pusher videos by no means. Matt3756, you know, he's got videos of him playing a coin pusher from 4 or 5 years ago. I think I'm just the first person to solely do coin pushers. So I can't really take any credit, you know, if someone puts a coin pusher video up and say, oh, they're copying me. By no means. They say the mimic is the best form of flattery. There's a lot of truth into that. If these other channels, you know, if they see one of my videos and see how good they're doing, and say, you know, I want to try to do that myself, you know, I encourage that. I would never take that personal. If that philosophy, then Matt3756 would be mad just about everybody that has an arcade channel right now, because I'm sure 99% of the people that have a channel know about Matt, and I'm sure at least 80% of them copy a word, something that he does. Have met up with Matt or done something and Matt's helped them get started. That would be an example. Now if someone started taking, you know, just their own, you know, someone that did all claw machines and all of a sudden now they're doing all coin pushers and mimicking everything that I do, then you think, hey, wait a minute, you know, until that happens, I'm happy, and I'm blessed. Again, like I said, I'm very blessed with the coin pusher that I have that is unique, that I've seen in anybody's coin pusher. You know, it's one thing, I know some people own their own coin pushers, some of the channels, and yeah, you can put whatever you'd want in there. You know, I could put anything in my own coin pusher. I could do that of mine, but it takes away the sportsmanship, I guess, you know, you want to say. I think it's a little different by me going up to something I don't own and actually winning it in reality, as opposed to me owning it, putting it on the edge, or putting whatever I want in there and you know, it's just not the same. Trust me. If that was the case, then I would feature my coin pusher all the time and put these crazy, you know, just one brand new 7D Canon. Can you believe that? Alpha coin pusher, you know. So I hope that makes sense. Clickbait. Here's the thing about clickbait, and here's the thing about YouTube. A lot of people on YouTube do this for fun. Put videos up solely because they like the videos, and there's a lot of people, and thank God that we can do this, that do this for either a part-time job or a full-time job. They live off YouTube. Once you do videos for a certain amount of time, you know, views might drop for different reasons, or certain videos aren't as popular. So I know me, like when the Pokemon craze was going on, I did a Pokemon video. I try to do what people are looking and searching. You try to, you know, do what's popular at that time. Holidays, you know, back to school, etc., etc. I know there's a difference between doing that and putting a video that is a total lie just to get views in, and that's never actually happening in the video. Here's the problem, and here's the wonderful thing about YouTube. No one is ever, and this is the thing I never understood about someone that just leaves all these hateful comments about your video. And you're thinking, no one is forcing you to watch someone's video. The arcade community, there's a bunch of channels out there now, thankfully. So if you don't like one person's style or format, there's plenty of other options that might suit your taste a little bit more. So if someone is doing things, and I know there's some channels that that's literally all they do is clickbait stuff, still somewhat must entertain their viewers, because people subscribe even after finding out that what they're saying is not necessarily true. Apparently there must be some form of entertainment in another way that appeals to someone. That's what I said. It's really a hard thing. I don't personally click if I say it's true. If I say an amount of what I've won is an actual amount that I've won. And somebody that I'm gonna get into here in a second, but one of the someone that I really look up to has never clickbaited on this stuff and has been doing this forever. So, you know, that's my thoughts. You know, if you do it, you know, it's all in personal taste. And it's all on what the viewer wants to see. So I need to give thanks to you of the people that I look up to, and a few of the people that I'm here because of them. First and foremost is Matt3756, Matt Magna. Matt, he's one of the first arcade channels featured on YouTube. He has started when there was probably no interest at all in someone playing a claw machine and videotaping it, stuck with it, kept putting content out on a regular basis, the struggle, uphill battle, and did it to now he's the largest arcade channel on here. 90% of the people that have started their own channel been influenced by Matt one way or the other, arcade wise. He's getting close to 1 million subs. I would love to see him get there. There's no one that's more deserving. Matt is a fantastic person on camera and off camera. I consider him to be a dear friend. I consider his mom to be a friend. She's a writer, a fantastic person. I say this all the time, and I've said it in other videos, but actually the whole reason why my series is here is because of Matt. I was buying and selling games. I found a thing that he was selling on Craigslist, went to his house, went to Philadelphia, picked up the first set of games, went to his house in Pittsburgh, was getting ready to do a quick thing. I seen all his YouTube stuff, got to talking to him, and everything I know about YouTube is because of him. I had no idea any of it. After he found out I had an arcade and a route, you know, me and him started a friendship. He'd come down here, and finally one day I asked him, would he be okay with me starting my own channel? And he helped me out, and everything that I did got started was from him. I owe him everything, and I'm sure everyone that watches my videos knows about him. If there are people that aren't, please go over and support Matt. I know there's a ton of options now, but there is not one person, I'll say this to any channel, there's not one person that's more deserving of views and to get to that 1 million mark, whatever play button it is, than Matt Magnum. So please continue to go over and support Matt. His content is better now than it ever has been. He's an awesome guy. And which rolls me over to someone that I met through Matt, JJGeneral1 Joe. Another fantastic guy. I need to get Joe to 10,000 subs. I have such a good time every time I go and meet up with them and have to sit down with Matt and Joe and myself. And I always thought it'd be neat if I could pitch an idea for a series, you know, a television series. I think it'd be cool because if you take every one of our strengths, you know, I do the coin pusher stuff. Matt's just pretty much well-rounded everywhere. Not all the games, and Joe's are a real technical guy. He's good at things like Keymaster and anything that requires timing. thing. So if we could set up like teams, you know, that's our team, you know, team whatever, and you know, play all these other teams, or you know, wouldn't that be a cool channel? You know, we do that, and then you just kind of battle back and forth to it gets down to one team wins. So, but anyways, guys, please go support them. I truly am grateful to be friends to both of them. I truly look up and admire both of them. Matt has been an awesome friend, and Joe. Joe's really supported every my causes, the call for cause and everything else. Matt will be coming here soon to play the coin pusher I play, so that's an upcoming future video to definitely look out for it as well. Phil1983 is another great person, just started doing arcade videos, so please go over and check out his new arcade series. It's awesome, and he's another fantastic guy. Alright, I'm also going to do some fun facts about myself that maybe you did or did not know. And if you've been with us since day one, you probably definitely know just about all these, but if you haven't, you'll learn something. But one of my #1 goal achievements that I did when I was in the Air Force, met an instructor of it. It took me a long time and money, as they told me when I first started, and they were right. I'm a private pilot, which means I can fly as long as it's not for hire. I can fly anywhere, can't fly in clouds. That's called an instrument rating. Fly for hire, to get paid for it, you have to be commercial rated, but I can, as long as the visibility is there, I can fly wherever I want. Do I have the money to do that? No, I don't. Flying's very expensive. In 2009, I started, and I think in 2007, and it took that long to get it. But anyways, it was one of the best achievements I've ever done. One of the proudest moments. One of the proudest moments, not really getting a license, but was getting my solo, which that's what I'm gonna show you pictures of right now. It was the first time I soloed an airplane, which is the first time I went up without an instructor, by myself. Picture of the first flight, first takeoff. And what's funny is that's me. I first take off, I'm going to pass the Martinsburg Tower. That's the C-17s at Martinsburg Airport, and it really shows you how small that Cessna looks to that. But time traditions, and that's when I first landed, and my instructor's coming over and congratulate me. That's my instructor there. His name is Paul, fantastic guy. But one of the traditions that they do is they come in and they cut the back of your shirt off. They sign it, the back of your shirt. And the idea behind it is, back when in the old days when you flew in the biplane, students sat up front, it was all open, and the instructor was in the back. When he wanted to get your attention, they say he was always pulling on the back of your shirt. So cutting that off means you're releasing the rim, you know, you're doing it all on your own. And plus, you know, you're getting your wings. So cutting it out releases so your wings, so you can fly. So it's something really neat. I actually have my shirt where they signed it. My first landing, I flew on what they call landing on the numbers, which means I landed where I was supposed to land. I didn't float down the runway. So it's really cool. It was a huge achievement of mine. It's something I'm really proud of. I have my own family center. This one was when I opened up my arcade. This is actually a magazine. It's called Around the Panhandle that I was in. Funny fact is, I had a bad tooth. I was getting ready to go get a root canal, but my face was extremely swollen up. But instead of rescheduling the shoot, they said just turn to the side and they'll never know. Well, you tell me. You think you can see that I got puffed up cheek there? But anyway, this is my little man, Glenda, my dad. This it's been a while ago, this picture. Here's a newspaper article when I opened up the family center at the Martinsburg Mall. So that's so anyway, so where, you know, a lot of the inside knowledge comes is from doing that. Guys, I talk long enough. Thank you so much. Thank you all the new subscribers. Thank you all the old subscribers. Got a ton of stuff coming up for you. Got the how-to video. It's getting ready to come up. And a bunch of awesome other stuff. This is our specialty video for this week. I hope you all enjoy it. We're going to shoot over to part 3 or 4 or whatever it is of the coin pusher build off, get that done, come back here for a brief show and tell, and then we will be done, and our next video is an amazing coin pusher video for you all. So thank you all so much. Thank you for all the support. Please definitely don't forget to go check out the people that I explained and said thank you. All the people that have been asking me for shout outs here lately, I'm getting ready to do a shout out video for you all, so I have not forgot about you all. I promise I will shout you all out and your all's channels very soon. So thank you all for all the participation. I love having each and one of you all part of my family, guys. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Thank you. Alright guys, well today I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing prepped, painted, ready to put it in the motor. Our next episode, I'm actually going to reveal to the system that I've decided to go to with the building platform. I'm going to go ahead and actually give that to you all, the information, and if anybody has any ideas, maybe a little bit easier process than what I'm coming up with, then I would love to hear it. But it's actually going to require me to take the back piece of this out and put the motor back here, in which I'm going to need that anyways, because with the pushing platform, the one that's up top, unless it was a real small one, needs to have room, the compartment, to go back here. So I'm going to build a box and I'll put the motor and a few other things in the back. Today, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and get this. I'm just gonna sand it. I'm not going to do like a real detailed job. Primer it and get it ready for the next stop, so it looks like something that we built. All right, guys, here we go. I'll kind of speed it up for you. But basically what I was saying, right now all I'm doing is doing a spot sanding. I'm scuffing it up enough for the primer to stick. Had I been using the orbital sander, I would take more time to take it down to nothing. I'm using 180 right now, which is a really fine. It's more of a finishing. I would come in with more of a wood, just depends on how bad the surface is, if there's heavy nicks or whatever. Could then come in with 180 and fine tune that. The whole idea of the series is basically just to show stuff that you have lying around, and that's what I have. I have that, and I have a little bit thicker, but I just want to scuff it up enough to put a thick primer coat down. So let's finish up, and we'll get it painted. So let's do this. I'm gonna go through here and I got an old paintbrush, but this thing works really good to get dust out of spots. Come in here with it like this. Again, just utilize the stuff that you have sitting around your house. If I'm doing this, to sell or whatever, I would actually come in here and wash it down and then do it, but honestly, at the end result of it, you'll never know the difference. I'm just putting a base coat down, a primer. Just put the primer down first, and then going to come back in and going to probably put graphics over top of it. Everything I do here, do not do without an adult or a parent with you and instructing this whole thing, because even as simple as it is, can be dangerous. You can call me stupid. I don't be taping up too much. Guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and paint now. I'll show you the paint that I'm using. Got two different got two different styles, paint and primer. There we go. Just primer, that's all it is. You give it a good shake, ventilation, make sure I'm not gonna get on anything, and spray. But when it comes to I'm gonna let that sit on there for I'm gonna let that sit on there for a little bit. The important part about painting, not that I'm an expert by any means, but is to take your time. Don't get in a rush. Put a base coat down, wait a little bit, let it dry, come back in, put another light coat. That's the best way, because that's how the best way to avoid runs. Again, I'm just putting a primer down, so I'll go ahead and do that a couple times, and then I'll check back in with you, see how we're doing. Guys, well, I am officially done primer for tonight, but gonna let this dry overnight. But I got the primer done, filled in some of the spots, and then we got a very important question coming up next, and I will show you the motor system that I've decided to go with and why I've decided to go with it. Alright, well, first thing is first. This is the motor that I've decided to go with. It fits in there really good. It's something that is actually pretty easy available, and plus I have two different options. I think what I'm going to do, instead of using this piece, I'm going to use the top piece right here, and this piece at the bottom is going to control another section, which I'll get to. But since this is already set up for me, gears are in really good shape. But everything's in really good shape on it. This is the motor that I've decided to use for the coin pusher build. What this is going to be doing is the box is going to be in the back of here, so this will be somewhat like this, built in. So if you all have any ideas, I already have the platforms and I have the stainless steel for that. But I would really like to, with including this, if you need the measurements, I can give you the measurements. I mean, I could build this thing completely on my own, with my complete thought, but to me, it loses the interaction with you all. So I would really, if we can do this amongst each other with your suggestions, then once I give it away, I mean, you all feel like it was definitely a part of, you all, the subscriber family. So. Anyway, so any suggestions I'm definitely open for. Plus I already had it. It saves me 80 bucks. I mean, how sweet is that? I can spend that money on something else on it. But put a base coat. You got just your regular black, which I'll probably get a little bit nicer one than this. Here's one that's really cool. It's a burnt orange. Really like that color. Red. And this is another real standout color. Or blue. Fill me in with your suggestions and let me know what you think, what colors you think between those four, or if you think I should mix it up any. And then eventually, like I said, we'll put some cool stickers and graphics on it too, but I like to have the color, you know, painted in one position. So what we'll do next video is I'll go ahead and start constructing the board, and we'll build that separately. With this, we'll go ahead and start working on that with the box on the back, and start going ahead and seeing if we can get this thing hooked up. Got a power supply for it as well. Actually, I got a few different power supplies. Idea of using a windshield wiper motor. Now that was where my biggest debate was. Should I use a windshield wiper motor, or, you know, but this was readily available. I'm trying to do this on a budget. So it's feasible. Show you all the process. So we didn't get too much farther, but all this stuff is definitely needed. All right, now let me show you one more thing, and then we'll quick over to the end part, our show and tell. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been different, but I want, like I said, I want to do a coin pusher video and then a specialty video. Do that each week. So hope you guys enjoy it, and talk to you soon. All right, guys. Questions that I've been getting asked lately is, could you show us the prizes that you win out of the coin pusher in your collection that you've started? So here's just a really brief overview. Now, over time, now keep in mind I've been playing this coin pusher for some time. I do have my own coin pusher, so some of the stuff that I recycle it sometimes into our coin pusher. A lot of people that know me know that this is sort of my thing. So, you know, any knives or anyone that I know that's of age that wants a lighter, Zippo, or anything like that, I sort of known for the gift giver. But you can see I've definitely got nice from the bigger knives that he don't really put in there anymore. Now keep in mind, these keychains all had $10 bills on them at one point. I got a pretty decent collection of those. This knife right here is from one of my newer videos I was really happy to get. Those little penny knives that I call them, dollar knives. As you can see, I got a pretty decent collection. I have given a lot of those away to family members. But I'm really proud of the collection that I do have. Alright, now I've showed this coin book before, but this is actually Braden's book. Every single thing that's in here has been won out of that coin pusher, believe it or not. I've done a bad job of paying attention to the quarters and looking out for rare items. I'm starting to get a little bit better with it, but really, unless at that time it caught my eye, I just was bad with it. But we got the buffalo nickels. Now I will tell you, this book was completely full. We just had to do a project for Bray's school, and we took out a lot of stuff. I haven't put it back in here, so there is a lot of stuff missing, but this will give you an idea. But there's the copper coins. There's the Kennedy 50-cent piece, the buffalo nickels. There's another Kennedy 50-cent piece, or that's not a Kennedy. That's some pennies that like a 1901. Thought that was really neat. See if I can zoom in on that a little bit. Penny, 1948. There's another one. It's got some age to it. Whenever I see coins from Canada or the UK or anything like that, I'll pull them out. Found some gold quarters, which I really thought was really neat, so I saved them. Dominican Republic, and here's some Canadian. Cooler stuff is in Bray's collection. Then here gets into our copper coin collection, and this is actually completely full. We took them out for Bray, but you can see that there's, you know, a lot of different copper coins. And if you remember, these are the coins that were given away on a channel. I'm giving away the copper coins. I'm still waiting on a few people to get back with me. If you've been with this channel for a while, you could be the winner. I posted probably about a month ago. So alright guys, this is just pretty much a brief overview. Again, before I started doing the coin pusher stuff on the channel, a lot of the times I would, some of the prizes that I would win, I would take it into the family center, use them at my coin pusher, give them away for certain gifts. So I just now really started focusing on trying to keep the collection, but there, at one point, all combined, I mean, I guarantee of these knives, Zippos, I probably have over 100 in total, is my collection that I've started from the coin pusher.